Tenants. Look, you're gonna get a few bad ones. It is what it is. But on this video, I'm gonna reveal my secret to overcoming it. And if you stick around to the end, I've got an extra tip for you. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get weekly content on all things rent to rent, HMO, SA, BRRRR, and just because I'm a really cool cat, all right? So let's get into the content. The thing with tenants, and I think a lot of people forget this, is they are your customer. Remember that saying? The customer's always right. Jarring, I know, but there is some truth in that. So I think when you're a landlord or an agency or a rent to rent or whatever, I feel like you've got to understand that you are providing a service and these people are your customers. So you've got to look after them. You've got to try and do the most. I don't know what it is with a lot of landlords. It's like they forget that. It's like you don't go down, Marks and Spencer's and bit of the fridge where they store the chickens broke and you're just like, yeah, whatever, never mind, it'll be all right. You never get that. So I don't know why some landlords, bad landlords, rogue landlords feel like they can leave a fridge broken or they can leave damp. It's not on. So first things first, the way I get past it is I'm like, the tenant's always right. So how can I make sure I offer them a good service? And I found once you come to that mindset and accept it, you do a better job. And guess what? If you do a better job, your tenants will like you more. I got tenants that buy me beers, and I got one that works at an alcohol company and brought me this whole bottle and that. So you want to look after your tenants because they're going to look after you. And kind of remember, the customer's always right. That's the first thing. Second thing, and this is one that I don't get why people don't get, and that's these people are cash flowing your life. Okay? They're cash flowing your life. 3 years ago, I had no passive cash flow and I would have begged for a few tenants that were paying me every month. So I feel like I've realized that I'm quite grateful for my tenants. I'm like, yeah, you're cash flowing my life. It means that, I don't necessarily have to work. My missus doesn't necessarily have to work. My mum doesn't necessarily have to work. I've got loads of my mates working with me that I look after now. They don't have to go to 9 to 5s. So show some gratitude, put it in perspective. It's like, oh no, a tenant's calling me at 7 p.m. and I've not had to do anything all day. And it's like, grow up. It's cool. You'll be all right. You're going to live. And last but not least, and this is a really, 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 really key one, you're going to need 2 phones. If you're going to manage your own properties, you're going to need 2 phones. And what I've got is I've got a tenant line, which we only put on from 9 through 5. I've got a virtual office. So essentially what happens is when a tenant calls the office, it goes to a virtual office that's then diverted to this phone. If I or one of my team members want to answer it, great. If we don't, then all that happens is the VA will literally just send us an email with the message and the information. That's the first thing you've got to do. Absolutely essential. Do not have tenants on your phone, your personal phone. Because I've been there, I'm like going out for a meal. In fact, it happened to me about 2 weeks ago. I went out for a meal, been a long day with the missus, and I must have accidentally had the tenant phone with me. And then I saw a message, and literally, if you're following me on Instagram, you would have seen Simon Smith Online, by the way. There was a massive leak and the water was just flowing out of this light non-stop. And I'm eating my Indian, looking at this on date night, pretending to my missus that this ain't happening because I don't want to mess up the night. I'm just like, shit, trying to do them ones there. So don't take your phone with you and have a tenant line and get a VA. That's really, really key. Because if you haven't got your systems in place and if you haven't got your boundaries in place, then how the hell do you expect the tenants to? And actually about 20 minutes ago, only a handful of people have actually got my direct number now. They're people that have been with me for 2.5 years. So new tenants don't get my number and they shouldn't get yours. Okay? That's just the way it's got to be. Now, I have had some tenants not pay. I had a tenant not pay for 5-6 months. I have had some tenants mess up the property. I have had some tenants not getting on with one another. And I find the best way to alleviate that is just communicating. You know, communicating. That's getting on the phone saying, look, how's everything going? I've heard this has happened. What can I do? And I had that conversation with someone yesterday. She's really unhappy. She's got 5 months left on her agreement. And I'm like, look, do you know what? Let's find you somewhere else. Let's just find you somewhere else. I don't want to hold you ransom. So I try my best just to do the best thing for the tenants, and then they do the best thing for me. So comment below and let me know your tenant stories, the good, the bad, the evils. I'd love to see some of those. And if you're brand new to the channel, you know what to do. Subscribe. I'll see you next week. Don't wait 25 years. Get creative.